Today we saw a particularly dangerous reaction with the main indices collapsing and many of the stocks on our radar failing to materialize their bottom signals. Yes, we will be talking about Nvidia, Tesla, AMD, Palantir, super microcomputer, Broadcom, as well as studying the SPY and the QQQ in this video. So welcome to the Finance Hydra channel. My name is Nathan. I'm a trader who likes to share my thoughts and ideas here on my YouTube channel. And remember, everything I say here is based on technical evidence, without any bias or guesswork, without spreading panic or euphoria, just technical evidence. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. Now, as we can see here, SPY is materializing a very strong and dangerous bearish reaction because we are completely rejecting Friday's bullish reaction over here, which was a very nice and valid bullish candlestick pattern over here, breaking and closing above the 562 resistance area. However, today we are not only losing Friday's low, but we are also losing the support level around $554, which was a support level here, here, and here again, and it was a previous top level over here. Principle of polarity in technical analysis, alright? Previous top levels are gonna work as future support levels. Right now, by losing the support level, SPY is losing momentum. Now, our last technical support level is the 21-day EMA, the exponential moving average on the daily chart over here. This entire area, the $554 along with the 21 EMA, they act as a double support level for SPY's price. If we lose this double support level, if we actually lose it, then okay, we're gonna engage in a bearish momentum, and in this scenario, we're gonna seek lower support levels, namely $554, $55, let's say a round number over here, because it is this open gap over here below the price. So if we materialize a sharper correction by losing this double support level, 544 is going to be our next technical target. Meanwhile, we see the QQQ also losing its main support level, the 21 EMA, last Friday. Last Friday, the QQQ made a very nice and decent bullish reaction. It was a hammer candlestick pattern. However, this hammer wasn't triggered, and right now we are losing this hammer's low, we are losing the 21-day EMA, and we are losing the 565, I'm so sorry, $465, 465, which is this gap support level over here. Therefore, this gap right now, as evidenced by this yellow square over here, is now officially closed. Therefore, the support level was hit. However, so far there is not a meaningful bullish reaction suggesting a bottom signal over here. Now you may ask, Nathan, what if the QQQ continues to drop? What if the QQQ actually fails to materialize a bottom signal above this gap support level? In this scenario, we're gonna seek lower support levels, and we can use Fibonacci's retracements over here to guide us. We are already very close to the 38.2%, which is the first retracement, but if we correct a little bit more, we could seek the 50% or even the 61.8% in the worst case scenario, which is around $447. All right, that's going to be our next technical support level on the QQQ if it fails to materialize a bottom signal around this support level. Either way, the bias is right now on the daily chart. Mid-term speaking, it is still bearish. We are still below the 21 EMA. We have yet to see a bottom signal. Now you may say, but Nathan, since SPY are already dropped since this resistance level around 484, we dropped let me see, since then we dropped nearly 5.5%. all right, but could this be an exhaustion bar? What is an exhaustion bar? It is a bearish bar. It is a very strong and intense bearish bar after the bearish sentiment was already materialized. Therefore, yes, this could be an exhaustion bar, and what's more, it is appearing right around a support level. So yes, It could be. However, it is not yet. In order for this bar, for today's bar, to be an exhaustion bar and the SPY resume its upwards momentum over here, we need to close, to break and close above today's high, $473. As long as we don't do that, it is not gonna reverse the trend. It is gonna maintain the bearish bias over here. This is not gonna be an exhaustion bar. So today's high is gonna be a very important inflection point for the QQQ if we break and close above it. Meanwhile, we are still bearish and we could seek lower support levels like the $447, our last Fibonacci's retracement. All right. Now, regarding Nvidia. Nvidia failed miserably in making a bottom signal over here, all right? Last Friday, it did a Harami cross. Harami cross? Yes, it made a Harami cross pattern over here, which was a possible bullish reversal candlestick pattern. However, it also failed miserably in triggering this pattern. And right now, we are just retesting, we are just seeking lower support levels. And in this case, we can use Fibonacci's as well, all right? Fibonacci's retracements over here. We already lost the first one, 38.2%. We are on the verge of losing the 50%. And right now, the last retracement is the 61.8%, around 106. That's gonna be our next major support level. If we fail to react over here like tomorrow or in the next couple of days, well, Nvidia will continue to drop and seek the 106 next. Now you may ask, Nathan, what if Nvidia loses the 61.8% Fibonacci's retracement? In this scenario, I see Nvidia making a pattern very similar to Micro, all right? Because Micro also bounced nicely over here since this bottom level, and it lost every single one of its retracements over here. Last Friday, it was stabilizing above the 61.8%, but right now we are losing it. In this case, we're gonna seek our next technical support level, which is $84.91. And this is what I see happening to Nvidia if we lose our last Fibonacci's retracement. But in this case, its next technical support level is going to be the $97.40, which is a very important and meaningful support level seen on the weekly chart. It was a previous top level here, a previous top level here again, and it has been acting as a support level for us right now, most recently on August 5 over here. Therefore, $97 is going to be a key major inflection point for Nvidia if we actually get there, if we lose our Fibonacci's retracements over here. So if we don't see a miraculous reaction as soon as possible above our retracements, Nvidia is going to seek the $97 again. All right, from a technical point of view, of course. Now, Tesla looks quite interesting because it is not that bearish. All right, today we tried very hard to maintain the price above the 21 EMA. Right now we are losing it again, but this could be a possible top signal below the 21 EMA. All right, it could be if this top signal gets triggered in the next few days. In this scenario, Tesla is gonna materialize lower highs, lower lows, officially reversing the trend. And in this scenario, by triggering a bearish pivot point, Tesla could easily seek the $182 again, $182 next, the previous support level from August 5 over here. What a coincidence, right? Just like Nvidia has a major inflection point, a major support level on August 5, Tesla also has its major support level on August 5 over here. So if we trigger this bearish chart structure, this bearish pivot point, then okay, Tesla is gonna turn bearish again. It is right now trying very hard to enter bearish territory. We are making a top signal over here. It wasn't triggered yet. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. However, if we take a look at the 1 hour chart, for instance, Tesla was looking very promising. It is still looking promising, to be honest with you guys, because we are making higher highs, higher lows, right? Right now, we are making a low. There is no bottom signal yet, but if we do, great. Tesla could seek higher levels again. What's more, there is the possibility of a head and shoulders chart pattern, right? Can you guys see it? A classic head and what's going on over here? A classic head and shoulders chart pattern, which was technically triggered. All right, so therefore Tesla, short-term speaking, is still bullish, but we gotta see a meaningful reaction as soon as possible. What's more, we gotta see the indices reacting as well, because if they fail to react, probably Tesla is gonna frustrate. It is going to reject this bullish thesis again. Now, you may say, but Nathan, we saw an inverse head and shoulders on the QQQ as well on the 1 hour chart, right? Yes, you are totally correct. There was an inverted head and shoulders, however, this pattern wasn't triggered as well. What's the trigger point of an inverted head and shoulders? Is the neckline. In this case, the neckline was around 477. QQQ failed to break and close above this key point. Therefore, this head and shoulders wasn't triggered. It is not because we see a pattern that means it will necessarily be triggered. I say this all the time, and it tends to happen to new traders or those who don't yet have the discipline to trade correctly. When you see a pattern, whether it is a candlestick or a chart pattern, wait for the pattern to be triggered, and always use a technical target, and never ever trade without using a stop loss. These things must be known before you even place the trade, before you even enter the position. Many people trade on the basis of guesswork without any technique. If you don't know how to trade correctly, if you don't know how to combine risk management with technical evidence, I will teach you all the techniques I use for free in my ebook on technical analysis. Check out our website and try our service for free right now to download our ebook and learn how to trade with us in practice, in real time, and access to our trading strategies. Check out our website for more information and start learning with us. The QR code's right here, link in the description. All right. Now, the QQQ failed miserably in triggering this pattern. If Tesla rejects its inverse head and shoulders as well, it is gonna be a real catastrophe, because we're gonna trigger a top signal on the daily chart below the 21 EMA. In this scenario, the 182 is gonna be a quite realistic scenario for Tesla. Therefore, we gotta see a meaningful reaction as soon as possible. Now, AMD is just collapsing. It is seeking its next technical support level over here around the 61.8% Fibonacci's retracement. We are very close to it right now, so it is the perfect time for AMD to react. All right, now would be perfect. However, we don't see any technical evidence suggesting a bottom signal yet. Meanwhile, Palantir is also making a top signal. In this scenario, Palantir needs to react above the $29.83, because by losing the support level, Palantir, just like Tesla, is going to trigger a bearish pivot point. In this scenario, well, guess what? We're gonna seek our next technical support levels. There is the 38.2% Fibonacci's retracement over here around $28, which is gonna be our next technical support level. Broadcom is gonna report earnings in 2 days. It has to react as soon as possible in order to avoid a sharper collapse, but if it does collapse after earnings, I believe we might see a very interesting opportunity ahead, but so far it is too soon to tell. Meanwhile, Super Microcomputer already collapsed over here, but it is not materializing any meaningful bottom signal yet. If you ask me, would be just perfect to see Super Microcomputer back to the $357 again, which is the previous top level on the weekly chart, which could be a very nice support level for us next. All right, I would love to see Super Microcomputer around this support level, but right now it is again too soon to tell. We have yet to see a meaningful bottom signal, but if you ask me, Super Microcomputer looks a little bit oversold on the daily chart. Therefore, it simply deserves a bounce. But remember, a bounce is just a bounce. It is not a technical reversal. We could bounce all the way up to the 21 EMA, and the bias would still be bearish. So let's be extremely careful over here. All right, I'm gonna keep you guys updated every single day, so if you're not a subscriber, consider subscribing. Click the like button to support me as well, because I'm here every single day talking about technical analysis without any bias, without any guesswork, just technical evidence on our screen where we just talk about charts. Therefore, subscribe and support me, my friend. Thank you very much for your audience. See you guys tomorrow. Stay safe. Bye bye.